The text was eventually released, and it's a bad deal. Not even a mediocre one, a bad deal. It floods Iran with funding, which they will use to fund terrorism because that's what they did before, and that's what they've done every time that they've gotten money. They're very consistent about that. I, too, am a very consistent person. My principles, the ones that I actually believe in, apply to both sides of politics equally. When Biden released a bunch of money to Iran and they used it to fund October 7th and a bunch of other terrorist shit, I condemned that stupid move that cost people their lives, including Americans who lost their lives. Lots of them, actually. So when Trump does the same thing and releases a bunch of money to Iran that they will use to fund terrorism, and we all know that, I condemn that move for the same reason. That kind of equal integrity is how you know that you actually believe in a principle and not just your team. Trump himself has rightly condemned Obama's bad deal with Iran, a devastating deal which set all of this in motion by giving them a 10-year path to the bomb. The most religiously extremist, cult, crusading, bloodthirsty terrorists on the face of this earth with a nuclear bomb and a stated, oft-repeated intention of imposing a caliphate on the entire globe. Like Trump, I condemned Obama's stupid deal for those reasons. Trump's deal is the same thing. So I condemn it too. I don't play teams. I play principles because it's not a game. I actually believe in what I say I believe, and I believe that Iran cannot have nuclear weapons or a path to them. With that in mind, J.D. Vance, our vice president, came out this week and publicly said that anyone who does not throw principles out the door and fully support their team, anyone who even so much as asks perfectly reasonable questions about how this is any different than the very thing that we have all condemned from the other side, clearly just wants all Iranians to die in bombings. Now you listen here, Mr. Vice President, and you better listen good. And yes, I do, as an American, have the right to speak to you in this way because you are my Vice President and you work for me, bucko. You answer to me. I do not answer to you, sir. So let's get that straight right off the bat, Mr. Vice President. I do not appreciate having a supposed right-wing vice president who goes completely left-wing on me in his behavior. When I ask you a legitimate question that I have every right to demand answers to, and you respond not by answering the question, but by throwing out groundless and purely hyperbolic accusations, you are doing the exact same thing as the left does when they call people racist just to make them shut up because their point is legitimate. Stop playing woke games with me, JD. Answer the damned question. You work for me. That's what it means to serve in my government. And if you want to keep your job there come 2028, and especially if you want a freaking promotion to the most powerful office in this country, you better realize that you do answer to us, sir. And you better knock all of this the hell off. Do you hear me? I'm not playing with you, boyo. So, since you will not be honest and direct, I'll be honest enough for two. As a person, one who would maybe live down the street from me, I like you just fine. As a politician whose decisions will affect my life, I do not trust you as far as I could throw you. And as a 110-pound, 5'3" woman, that ain't very far. Tucker Carlson has openly claimed that you are one of his woke right cult disciples. You have not denied it. That may be because it's true. If so, that is a deal breaker for me. So let me be very clear so that you know the terms. I will vote for the left again before I will vote for you if that is the truth. And I do have the right to hear the truth from you, sir. I have a right to know what I am voting for. You do owe me answers on that. Honest answers. You do not have a right as an American who claims to believe in democracy, otherwise known as the will of the people, or as a professing Christian who claims to believe in and to serve the God who called himself the truth, you do not have any right as someone in office to hide the truth about who you are, what you believe, or what you will do with power if I vote to give it to you. And you do not have a right to lie to me about any of that. You have a right to believe differently than I do. But I have a right to know what you believe and to know what I am voting for so that I can vote in accordance with my beliefs, not because you deceived me. Now, you could also be refusing to answer the question about being a Tuckian instead of a Christian because you don't want to alienate Tucker's voters. But I'm going to be real honest with you, JD. That's a very dumb strategy that will lead to the very defeat that you are trying to avoid, because you are alienating everyone else to keep those voters, like the left alienated everyone else to keep their fringe voters. How did it work out for them? Based on the polling on the right, when it comes to Iran, Tucker's voters account for approximately 20% of this party, 1 out of 5. And you are going to lose the other 80%, that would be 4 out of 5, if you don't clarify who the hell you are really damn fast. I didn't go to an Ivy League school, but I can do math, sir. And if you want to keep up the leftist attack tactics, then I don't even care who you are, because we're already done. So stop throwing hyperbolic accusations out there to distract from the legitimate question, and instead answer the damned question. How is us releasing money to Iran, who will use it for terror, any different than Biden releasing the money to Iran and having them use it for mass terror, including the worst massacre of Jews since the Holocaust itself? How is us allowing Iran to continue down the path to a nuclear bomb, knowing we'll have to address it with blood and lies again in the future, any different than Obama allowing them to continue down the path to a nuclear bomb, which we're paying for right now? Answer the damned question, sir, or you can find yourself a new base of voters come 2028. Do not play with me, sir. You may be a Marine, which I profoundly respect, but I'm a pretty riled up Southern woman. And you do not want to push me any further because you grew up around women like me and you know better. I hope I have made myself clear, sir. You owe us a sincere apology for your behavior this week. And you still owe us some honest explanations. The only question is, do you have the balls and the integrity to do it, to meet those obligations that you do have, or not? And the answer to that question is going to tell me everything that I need to know about you.